This is a prepaid debit call from...
It's me for just a minute. I've been moved to Omaha.
An inmate at the Douglas County Jail. To accept this call, press 0. To refuse this call, hang up or press 1. To prevent calls from... This call is from a corrections facility and is subject to monitoring, recording, and the location of your phone will be obtained. For more information about our privacy policy, please visit www.connectnetwork.com. After the beep, press 5 to accept this call. This call is from a corrections facility and is subject to monitoring, recording, and the location of your phone will be obtained. Stay on the line to accept this call. Thank you for using GTL.
I don't consent to recording of my call. I forgot to mention to you that this lawyer is going to said he was going to call Chief Stanley and verify that that I'm their ambassador and that the Chilcotin National Congress is the governing authority and all the other things that I mentioned to him. So if you have the ability to contact Stanley and let him know that he'll probably be getting a call from an odd number, and I think you've got his number.
Yep.
Area code 402. And anyway, if he'll be on the lookout, that'll probably happen tomorrow sometime, anywhere between 10 a.m. and 4 in the afternoon, Stanley's time.
You don't know what time zone they're in, do you? Because I didn't want to call them too late.
They're Pacific. They're 2 hours difference.
Oh, so it's only like 7-11 their time.
Yeah.
Okay, I can call them then tonight right after I get off the phone with you.
Any words from Pat?
Yes. Let me look that up real quick. I did,
just so that if anyone has tried to send me any books at any time since I've been locked up, I've never received any books at any point. So
wow, that's shocking. Okay, so
I'm just throwing that out.
It's not. I don't.
Maybe nobody's. Go ahead.
No. I think some people have sent you books. I've sent you books, Mike. I think they're not letting them get to you, brother. Matter of fact, I sent your wife, and I just got blocked from like speaking to everyone in a particular prison in Illinois, and I called the warden a devil publicly, and I'm really having it out with him. Anyway, they're doing everything they can to silence prisoners in general. There's a new BOP policy. It's federal. It's at the federal level. That's going to not allow anybody to communicate with more than one prisoner. It hasn't passed yet, but they're considering it. Also, they're going to force everybody to order books from a pre-approved kiosk at retail prices. So they're doing everything they can to squelch any prisoners from telling what's really going on. I did get this message from your wife. It says, "Hey, Rudy, Pat here. I just got books from my mother-in-law that she ordered from a small bookstore 6 weeks ago. It took 6 weeks for her to get the books. I heard from Rosemary's lawyer this week. I don't know who that is or what that means. Maybe you do. She says, thanks for the...
She heard from who? She heard from who?
I heard from Rosemary's lawyer this week. That ring any bells?
Okay. No.
Okay, there was a lady that died in the prison. I think that's what your wife was reporting, is that she just died because of lack of medical care, and she was a black lady. Right. I think it was pretty shocking. Maybe she's referring to that. It might be her.
Okay.
I think the lawyer is probably asking all the prisoners for their eyewitness account of what happened, and she's probably being interviewed by that lawyer. It says, thanks for the info. We'll let others... Okay, yeah, I'll let her know about this new policy that could restrict... See, if they restrict me just to be able to communicate with one prisoner, I mean, that's really going to hurt my, effectiveness at, like, painting this picture of how many innocent people are in prison and getting people's stories up.
Rudy,
yep.
Rudy, Skype. You create Skype accounts, and it creates a phantom number, and they don't know where you're
calling there you
from.
go. There you go. Good point.
So, I mean, I don't know that to be true. That's just something I've heard at some point along the past.
we gotta be creative, man. The enemy
now,
is...
come on, people.
Yeah.
Listen to me. I've got maybe 2 minutes left. If I was hiding, go to the U.S. Attorney, go to that and pull up this pleading that was, it's a document number 81. Read in document number 81 to the U.S. Attorney where he says I was hiding. Folks, if I was hiding, I would not be sitting in an airport with 2 cell phones turned on, drinking a cup of coffee, having gone to the restaurants in this little town the night before and gone to the local stores and spent money and spent time talking to people and driving a city truck around all day the day before. Come on, I would not be driving a city truck having lunch with the city airport authority manager the day before if I was hiding and running.
Amen.
You know, that's the thing. That's what people need to realize. I'm not hiding from nobody.
Yeah.
I am an ambassador of another country. Wrap your mind around the fact that there are other countries, for those people out there in Neverland that have alphabet crew behind their name, all those trolls that are, you know, unable to rationalize the fact that there are other countries and they have a right to pick and choose who they want to be their governing officials. And as such, I've got diplomatic immunity. I've already been recognized by the State Department. They've got that confirmation on that notification. And, you know, it doesn't matter if we're exposing your side for the criminals that they are and the pedophiles that they are. You need to come to grips with the fact that you're on the wrong side. And your side will be exposed and you will lose. Amen.
Amen to that, Mike.
Well, I think there's enough to go around.
Yeah.
I think there's enough. We don't have to tear each other down. Anybody that thinks they can only succeed by climbing on top of a fellow man is a moron and a sociopath. And all these people that are working for these sociopaths that are order followers, you're destroying your country. And, you know, we can all survive. We can all have a good life. We don't have to tear each other down in order to survive.
You know, I believe that wholeheartedly, Mike, and I agree with your statement, but I'm concerned that we're dealing with psychopaths and sociopaths that just, they simply don't want to get along. They want to...
The sociopaths are at the top, and the order followers are the ones beneath them that have been trained to follow orders, and they're not stupid, they're just lazy. You look at the numbers of people that are shooting and killing unarmed people because they're trained to do so. Even in the military, they're put on drugs, they're conditioned to be order followers because they're lazy. They don't want to take the time to challenge evil and corruption, and they don't want to lose that job where they get more paid than what they would in the real world. They wouldn't get paid near that much for what they're doing. I'm looking at guys sitting behind me here that are barely awake, that are, you know, way overweight, 200 pounds overweight in some cases. They're nice guys, but come on, you couldn't get a job making $15 an hour just sitting around telling other men to, you know, go eat, go here, go there, and just sitting around.
That's the problem. The love of money is the root of all evil, and because they've got the Federal Reserve, they keep manipulating human behavior on a massive scale, and as long as these guys get paychecks, they just follow orders. We got to get rid of the Federal Reserve.
When the rest of the world stops taking...
You have 60 seconds remaining.
When the rest of the world stops accepting the fiat currency and goes back to, you know, biblical money, land, cattle, gold, and silver. And that's what they're afraid of. They don't want me helping the Chilcote Nation develop their natural resources and getting paid in silver or gold and having a real metals-backed currency. That's the same thing. They're invading these foreign countries all over the world and destroying them because they don't have a fiat currency. And that's what scares the hell out of them. Even though this little bitty fledgling country hasn't harmed anybody, they're going in there and meddling in their internal affairs to destroy their government operations so that they will be dependent upon Canada and United States and anybody else that, you know, comes in the wake. But it doesn't have to be if people will stand up. Reach out to those people that are the elected representatives of Tennessee. Call the state representatives and senators and say, why is Michael Parsons so special that they want to lock...
Thank you for using GTL.
All right, that's Mike Parsons, #2 call on Friday night. God bless you guys. Please keep Mike in your prayers and his wife. If you guys don't know, they stuck his wife in prison for 5 years. An entrapment charge. Conspiracy to kidnap a judge. Absolutely ludicrous. She never had a criminal history. They set her up and they put her in prison because she was married to Mike is basically what happened. Take care. God bless.